Right then, how's it going? All you hardcore boxing fans. I'm tired this morning. Late night last night. You catch up with them late ones, even if you're not drinking it. You end up on the internet, don't you, going through different scenarios for who should fight who, and it's quite addictive, isn't it, internet? But I noticed that Dillian Whyte and Brazil has been ordered by WBC. They weren't ordering it a couple of weeks ago when it looked like you were going to fight Joshua, were they? The WBC weren't ordering jack. Or they weren't ordering jack. But now that that fight's fell through, they realise they need to get a pay-per-view, don't they, out of Dillian Whyte. So he's going to fight Dominic Brazil by the looks of it. 20 quid on pay-per-view. Is it a pay-per-view? I don't think any fight's pay-per-view, mate, but in this current climate you'd have to say yeah it is, wouldn't you? You have to say, yeah, it is. But I'm pleased for Dillian Whyte. He's going to get paid, isn't he? He's had liberties took with him by Matchroom, hasn't he? And Joshua. But I think that if Dominic Brazil is a dance partner for a pay-per-view fight now, for a British level fight, I know it's going to be like a WBC silver or a final eliminator or something, but we were told that pay-per-view was, how can I explain it? Who's the guy? Is it Seth Abraham who told Dennis? He said, you know, pay-per-view. He said it in one of my interviews. It's Espinosa or Seth Abraham. He said, well, Ron Greenberg. I forget now, but he said pay-per-view is supposed to be where you can't miss it. You can't miss the fight. Oh, we can't miss this fight. Or we need to rush home for this and pay 15 quid, whatever it was in them days. We need to go home for this fight. We can't miss it. Well, we've got fights now that are just pay-per-view just for the sake of it now. It's just pure greed because the economy's doing good, and I think that pay-per-view's now being abused. When you've got Dillian Whyte against Brazil, Dillian Whyte's a pay-per-view star in right fight. Dillian Whyte against Brazil's pay-per-view. Dillian Whyte against Ortiz is pay-per-view, but sorry, Dillian Whyte against Joshua's pay-per-view. Fury pay-per-view. Wilder against Dillian Whyte pay-per-view, but Dillian Whyte against Brazil, I don't think that's pay-per-view, but in current climate it is. So it's a difficult one. It's Dillian Whyte, even though he's not going to have British level with a belt, he's on wheel scene now, isn't he? And that's just how it's going, so we're just going to have to lump it. I'll pay for it, but don't mean to say I agree with it. I think them streams are all naxed now, aren't they? Ultratech Sports Raw said he can get streams and that. Well, if you can, mate, send me link, Ultratech. Uncle Ultra, send us the link. Uncle Ultra, send us the link. But good luck to Dillian Whyte if he can pile money up. I think maybe he needs that for how he's been treated by Matchroom, because it's nothing short of scandalous what Eddie Hearn's done to Dillian Whyte, innit? I don't like them Nissan Cash guys. Geezer there flying by there thinking he's 10 ton. Don't like this junction here either at Ellaby. But yeah, good luck to Dillian White. I noticed this morning on Boxing Scene that well, I seen it in his interview the other day, but it's on Boxing Scene now. They're always too late, 2 days behind. Kid Galahad says that Josh Warrington Warrington's dad will throw toweling around about round 6 or 7. Oh God. Josh Warrington throwing toweling. He's a Leeds Warrior. He's a Leeds Warrior, Barry. He's a Yorkshireman. Yorkshiremen don't throw toweling. We see it through to end, mate. There'll be no towel going in there, lad. Trust me. There'll be no towel going in. Where's Kid Galahad go if he gets beat against Josh Warrington? I don't know. Den reckons he's got the game to beat Warrington. But I think it's I think Warrington's a favourite, a massive favourite, and he's just beat Frampton and Selby. You know, Galahad didn't even want to go near them, did he? Didn't want to go near them, but once he gets beat by Warrington, he'll be all over them. But if Galahad beats Warrington, the fighter of the year, God, he could earn millions. 2 undefeated kids fighting. Good fight. It's a good fight. You've got the technical guy against the guy with the work rate and the tenacity, Warrington, and the fitness. You got the other kid, Galahad. They say he's a gym rat, but we'll see, won't we? I mean, do all these masterful boxers like Galahad, right? You know, who've got all technical skills, and Billy Joe and all that, and Tyson Fury. Do they all like? Are they all just like? Do they like to mess about in real life and stuff like that, and have crack and that? And all family men like Warrington and Frotch, people like that, they're all like, they're not as skilled, are they? But they don't mess about, they take things serious. Do they have to take things serious because they've not got as much skill? I mean, yeah, I'm not a fan of Galahad, but it's because of how he conducts himself. I don't like that, but nobody can say that the guy hasn't got skills to burn, have they? But he doesn't sell a ticket, does he? He's had a drug ban. Doesn't sell a ticket. Tyson's had a drug ban. Billy Joe's had a drug ban. Do they take it serious, these guys? I don't know. Because the skills are like off at charts, aren't they? They're all unbeaten. I mean, Billy Joe, I look at Billy Joe me sometimes and I think, is he wasting his talent? There's more to come from him, isn't there? Glasses are full, and what is he, 29 an hour or something? Unbeaten. Nobody's even got near to beating Billy Joe, have they? It's like he just breezes through fights. Billy Joe reminds me, and Tyson Fury a little bit, when Roy Jones were dominating. It's like effortless, isn't it, really? Effortless skills. I just can't wait to see Billy Joe in there with Canelo and me. Or Tyson in with the big dosser, the big weightlifter. I can't wait to see Tyson in with the big dosser and just punch him upside down. I can't wait to see it. But how are we going to see it? If Tyson gets what they're saying he's going to get to fight Wilder, which at the moment's all pie in the sky, if he gets all that money to fight Wilder, he might just say, do you know what, I've had enough. I've got every belt. I don't need to fight the big dosser, Joshua. In fact, Tyson could beat Wilder in rematch, take the WBC belt home, he's got the full collection then, park himself up and wait while they turn around and say 50-50. Because if Tyson Fury beats Wilder, and I can assure you there'll be a favourite to do it, if he beats Wilder, you could be looking at 60-40 for Tyson to fight Joshua, because to be honest, he's beat Klitschko, he's beat Wilder. They're really all his belts, aren't they, really? They're really all Tyson Fury's belts. The big dosser, he got them off eBay via Eddie Hearn and via all politics and all crap that goes on in background. So really, you'd have to say if Tyson beats the big dosser, the big weightlifter, Bertie Smalls, if he beats him, you'd have to say that he's the man, isn't he? That his belts. You know, Joshua's not beat a champion yet, has he, with a belt? So who's he beat? Joshua was a champion with a belt. He hasn't beat anybody with a belt yet. It's like Tony Bellew, he's not beat a champion yet. Or did he beat Gary Cornish? But what was that for? Tyson's not, Joshua, the big dosser, has not beat a world champion yet. Tony Bellew's not beat any champion. All his belts he won were vacant. And I think all Joshua's are, apart from the minor belts before he got the world title ones. Whoops, on go here. So that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. If Tyson Fury beats Wilder, hey listen, Fury power, all Tyson's fans and all rest of them, all internet, they could turn on Joshua and say, listen here you big dosser, you're giving 40% to fight Tyson Fury. You're fighting dossers like Miller and 40-year-old Povetkin, who's shot to bits, and Takam, who Peter Fury wouldn't use for a sparring partner for Tyson back in the day. You're fighting bums from Bum City. Take 40%. You got me belts out at Dustbin. That's as far as I'm concerned. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm good to Tyson's not with Peter Fury and Mick Hennessy, but if he beats Wilder, and I think he probably will, he's entitled to a 60-40 split. I mean, you'd have to say that, wouldn't you, really? Yeah, how would Joshua earn a 50-50 on that? Just because he's got a few casuals following him. Let's talk about achievements. You're getting belts but via politics. Could you imagine if Manchester United or Real Madrid or Liverpool ended up with Champions League belt? Get in your lane. Women in the morning. Could you imagine if Real Madrid ended up with Champions League belt? We are having to fight. We are having to play in the final. For example, do you remember Aysel disaster in 1985? Liverpool played Juventus, didn't they, after all trouble and then people died? Well, could you imagine? Liverpool were defending champions at the time. Could you imagine if Liverpool were handed the belt because they were defending champions? Oh, it's okay, you don't have to fight, you don't have to play Juventus. I keep saying fight. You don't have to play Juventus, they said to the Liverpool manager Joe Fagan, because all these people have died and we're going to give you a belt because you're best anyway. There would be hell on, wouldn't there? There'd be hell on, wouldn't there? There would be hell on. You know, you can't do that. You've got, you know, Joshua didn't fight the man, did he, for belts? So it's by default. And all these people that keep going on about Joshua, do you know all these paid trolls? That's what they are. They're on ticket deals, I've had you heard. Paid trolls. I could have been one myself. Paid trolls. All these paid trolls who are defending Joshua. You're defending a guy who's got the belts by default. By default. Get it in your heads. By default. Yeah, I understand that, you know, it's Tyson's own fault that, you know, he went into meltdown and all that and he had a lot of problems, but Joshua, as soon as Tyson come back, he should have been begging to do a 50-50 to fight Tyson. But if Tyson beats Wilder now and goes the proper way, he's going to be in driving seat. He's going to be in the driving seat, trust me. He's going to be in the driving seat. So, Kev's car looking a bit dirty today, innit? Hey, you can't keep on top of cars, can we now, in this weather? You know, you could pay your £5, don't you, for a wash, and Oops. You could pay £5 for a wash on the racky, aren't you, after a few minutes, but yeah, that's just a couple of things I wanted to talk about this morning. I just want to say that I've got 2 new pair of glasses this week. I've got these ones and I've got my red ones. £80 for lenses, Jesus. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I just wanted to get blow a few cobwebs off this morning. But Porkys lunch, Asda tomato soup, better than Heinz, 4 crackers. The perils of a gastric band-aid. But no, I just wanted to say that I think that Tyson beats Wilder. He's due 60-40, and I'm sure that everybody will agree, because how can these casuals fight Joshua's corner when he's fighting guys like Takam, Povetkin, Miller? He calls out Wilder, he calls out Fury, and he gets Takam, Povetkin, and then Miller. What's all that about? And he calls out Dillian White, and that's who he gets. So Joshua's just piling money up. Don't be surprised if he bails out when he gets a lot of money, or he gets a good hiding, but he limps off at line and he jobs somebody in a decision. Might even job Miller, and then he thinks, you know what, that's enough for me. I've got 150 million. And then Eddie Hearn will disappear then, because he's not going to go from earning Joshua money to Luke Campbell money, is he? Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, let's just drop this. There you go. My wheels need a good clean. Got Kev's wheels this morning. Can't keep our cars clean in this weather. See, painters have not been. I'm going to put my punch bag here, my desk here. Yeah, so good little video this morning. Let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Porkys lunch. When we hit big time, I'm getting this gastric band off. So I'll be able to have a bacon sandwich then, won't I? Or bread. You can't have bread when you've had a gastric band. It's a nightmare. Proper nightmare. But what about Gervonta Davis? What do people think about him, Gervonta Davis? Do people rate him? Do people rate Gervonta Davis? They're making a lot of noise of him, aren't they, lately? But he could just go at any time. He could go at any time. He could go at any time. Right, I'm gonna ring Niall Sloan now at the ITV, and we're gonna ask him for an interview. I'm gonna show you what happens when I ring people and they don't want to know. In fact, no, I'll ring him in a bit. Where's my Bluetooth? I bet I've took that home. Checking that head bag at top of the stairs. Have a look inside it, and there should be that blue circular Bluetooth. It's Betron make. It's a blue circle thing. Have a look if that's in there. It should be in one of the sides at pouches, because it's not in office. So if it ain't there, it'll be around here somewhere. But I think I fetched it home at weekend. All right, in a bit. Right then. So peace out. I'm gonna go through some stuff now, some questions and that, and we'll put a little video together today. All right, to add to this. All right. Keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing, and I'll be back shortly with a good video. All right. Peace.